Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Here we go. Mega.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it off him, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go. Check
They'll
right.
see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Strike. Check. Strike. Set.
Again, it's A-Chain. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and again to Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A-Chain on 1st and 10. Down to about the 32.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 25.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
They'll run for it with A-Chain.
Fights loose. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Look, we talk about second effort all the time, but in short yardage situations, you better have second effort in order to try and pick up a first down. And sometimes as a back, you have to be your own blocker too, don't you?
And we talk about running lanes. He made his own running lane right there with that power move.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, go field. Ready.
A give left side. Here's A-Chain.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They're all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Devon Achane doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big connection on that one, and even 40 yards. 21-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty here?
Possibly.
Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
They'll pitch it to Robinson.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Bijan Robinson.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play. Taking it right down Broadway. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
On one, right?
16 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
11 mighty. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That ball caught by Campbell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the Bengals first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Robinson toss play left side. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here we go. Here we go.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
11 MT, hey, 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. And this drive will begin with a run from Achane. Oh, what a move. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 233 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Ultra, go ultra.
First down, they go back to Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, a run by H.A. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A give up the middle to H.A. Oh, some strong running. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. H.A. now up the middle. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Mega. Ready.
Now a toss right side, A-Chain. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And they go play action now. Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
11 MT tank. 12.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, able to avoid him. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Touchdown, Bengals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Ultra.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
11.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Kevin McPherson.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ridder going to change it up.
Check, smash.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ridder throwing on third down.
And it's a fumble.
Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
Steal. Check, steal.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Go Fury. Set.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Ready.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Fight. Fight.
Ridder to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Jones. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive.
There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Strike. Hey, check Mego. Ready.
They get it to Hill, and they'll let him run.
There he goes, right side. Down to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jamin Phillips able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ready.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
52 blaster. Ready.
A-Chain here. They stay on the ground.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A give left side. Here's H.A. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Gun. Got 11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bengals 28.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 39-yard line.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's A-Chain. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on.
A 48-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down.
Gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
11 MT, 11 MT.
He'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
11 MT, Chase.
A give to Robinson on the option.
And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Gun. Dad.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Zonovan Knight. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Dolphins 45, Bengals 35.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play.
The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.